Pacific One News, the news web leader, your exposure to the world.
Days after horrific train crash in Odisha, 101 bodies yet to be identified. No more POCSO against Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh. Minor withdraws sexual abuse charges against WFI president. On health of democracy under Modi, US says go to Delhi and see for yourself. 4 men shot at in northeast Delhi's Jafrabad. Hi, this is Khushi Chauhan and you're watching Pacific One News, the news web leader, your exposure to the world. Addressing a press conference at the DPCC office in New Delhi, Chaudhry Anil Kumar said that due to the neglect of women's security and safety by the Modi government, which makes tall promises about Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao and empowerment of women, and Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal, who had vowed to protect women if elected to power in the wake of the Nirbhaya case, crimes against women have gone up sharply in the past 9 years, as life of women has become very insecure and unsafe in the country, particularly in Delhi. He said that it was deeply disturbing and distressing that the women wrestlers who brought Olympic medals to the country have been protesting at Jantar and on the streets for over a month, demanding the arrest of BJP MP and sidelined former president of the WFI for sexual assaults on the women grapplers, including a minor. But Prime Minister Modi was only interested in saving the accused instead of acting on the complaints of the women wrestlers. He said that the women wrestlers have received countrywide support for their just cause and PM Modi would have to take cognizance of their complaints one day.
देखिए, जिस तरह से सरकार पूरे शाम दाम दंड भेद अपना करके इनका मॉरल तोड़ने की कोशिश कर रही है, वो जग जाहिर है। पहलवानों को बदनाम करने के लिए क्या क्या कोशिश की गई, लाठी बरसाई गई, टेंट उखाड़ दिए गए, ये साबित हो चुका है कि ये अपने एक दोषी सांसद को बचाना चाहते हैं।
In a significant development, the minor among the group of 7 female wrestlers who had accused Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh, the president of the Wrestling Federation of India and a BJP MP, of sexual harassment and stalking, has retracted her allegations. The 17-year-old has now provided a fresh statement under Section 164 of the Code of Criminal Procedure before a magistrate, which holds evidentiary value in court. This latest statement casts uncertainty over the future of the charges, as the court will now be tasked with determining whether the case can proceed and which of the conflicting statements made under Section 164 will carry more weight. Previously, in an FIR filed with the Delhi police, the minor's father said that Singh's alleged sexual harassment continued to haunt her. The complaint detailed an incident in which Singh tightly held the girl, feigning a photo opportunity, but then proceeded to press forcefully against her shoulder and deliberately brushed his hands against her breasts. In the aftermath of the tragic train accident in Odisha, which resulted in the loss of at least 278 lives and left over 1,000 individuals injured, there are still 101 bodies yet to be identified. Divisional Railway Manager of the Eastern Central Railways, Rinkesh Roy, said that around 200 people are still being treated in various hospitals in Odisha. About 1,100 people were injured in the accident, out of which about 900 people were discharged after treatment. Around 200 people are being treated in various hospitals in the state out of 278 people who died in the accident. 101 bodies are yet to be identified. Mr. Roy told the devastating collision involving 2 passenger trains and a freight train took the lives of at least 275 people and caused injuries to over 1,100 others in the Balasore. This tragic incident has had a profound impact across India. Vijay Amrit Kulange, Commissioner of Bhubaneswar Municipal Corporation, told of the total 193 bodies kept in Bhubaneswar, 80 bodies have been identified, 55 bodies have been handed over to the relatives. More than 200 calls have been received on BMC's helpline number 1929. The dead bodies are being identified and handed over to the relatives. Dismissing concerns over the health of democracy in India under Prime Minister Narendra Modi, the White House said India is a vibrant democracy and anybody who happens to go to New Delhi can see that for themselves. John Kirby, Coordinator for Strategic Communications at the National Security Council in the White House, also stressed that the US administration never shies away from expressing concerns that we might have with anyone around the world. You can do that with friends. You are supposed to do that with friends, the White House official said. Prime Minister Modi will be on a state visit to the US later this month. US President Joe Biden and First Lady Jill Biden will host Prime Minister Modi for the official state visit, which will include a state dinner on June 22, 2023. When asked about the reason behind the invitation for the state dinner, Kirby underlined that India is a strong partner with the United States on many levels. You saw that in Shangri-La Secretary Austin announced some additional defense cooperation now that we are going to pursue with India. Of course, there's an awful lot of economic trade between our two countries. India is a member of the Pacific Quad and a key friend with partner with respect to Indo-Pacific security, he said. At least 4 men were injured after 3 unidentified people fired at them in northeast Delhi's Jafrabad. Police said that they were looking into the incident from a gang rivalry angle as 3 of the victims have criminal records. One of them recently came out of jail in a murder case, the police added. The attackers who fired at least 7 bullets were caught on in CCTV cameras installed to the neighborhood. The 4 identified as Samir Khoper, Abdul Hassan, Arbaz and Hamza suffered 1 bullet each. Khoper was shot in his waist, Hassan in his hip, Arbaz in his back and Hamza in his chest. All 4 were admitted to Guru Tegh Bahadur Hospital. Additional Deputy Police Commissioner Sandhya Swamy told all 4 were referred to the GTB hospital for further treatment of them. Arbaz and Hamza have previous criminal involvements. Multiple teams have been formed to nab the culprits who were captured walking in a lane on CCTV cameras. We are scanning the video footage to identify them. A case has been registered. Now it's time for a short break. We'll be back soon.
Pacific One News, the news web leader, your exposure to the world.
The political situation was all right.
हर कीमत पर भारत की एकता व अखंडता की रक्षा की जाएगी।
Who? What? When? Why? Your curiosity is our priority. Who trumped the political tussle? Who showed their power muscle?
अच्छा नहीं लगा, मैंने उसको रद्द कर दिया।
Scaling new peaks in science and tech.
Stay separated.
Are they keeping the global warming in check? From foreign policies to international disputes, we keep an eye on India's rise to superpower. We bring you news as is. No opinions, no agenda, no masala. Keep calm and access top stories right in your palm. We bring you news that you can use.
हालात को देखते हुए देश में ये लॉकडाउन 21 दिन का होगा।
Cruising through the alleys, towns and metros. Every moment of importance, from geopolitical moves to hyper-local news. We bring you what's happening in India. New outlook, new thoughts, news with the views. Pacific One News, the news web leader, your exposure to the world.
So we are back after a break. Now moving ahead. Apple's AirPlay, which lets you share videos, photos, music and more from Apple devices to Apple TV, will now work with televisions in hotel rooms as well. This was among the tons of announcements made on the first day of the company's 5-day worldwide developers conference, which opened on Monday. For this, the tech giant has teamed up with a number of hotels, the first of which will be the Atlanta-based IHG Hotel Resorts. Here is all you need to know about it. To use this facility, one must scan a QR code to connect their iPhone to the TV in the hotel room. The QR code bypasses the additional steps one currently has to take to use AirPlay. It will be available only with devices running around iOS 17 and above. This therefore means people must update their iPhone to iOS 17 to enjoy the feature. Apple is promising a smooth integration and users will be able to continue watching a video from where they exactly left off. India launched its first international cruise ship from Chennai to Sri Lanka. The MV Empress, carrying 750 passengers, will visit 3 ports on the island country during its 5-day cruise. Sarbananda Sonowal, the Union Minister of Ports, Shipping, Waterways and Ayush, said, according to an official statement, with our rich heritage culture around our coastal region, the potential of cruise tourism in India is immense. He continued that the launch makes affordable and easy access to world-class cruise services a reality, allowing passengers to experience and savor opulent facilities, entertainment and magnificent views. The MV Empress will visit 3 ports in the Sri Lanka before returning to Chennai. The tour packages available here are for 2 nights, 3 nights, 4 nights and 5 nights with variable pricing. While casino games are prohibited in India, guests on the cruise ship can play them on board. However, the operators say that it will only be played on international seas. Assam Higher Secondary Education Council has announced HS or Class 12th Final Exam Results 2023. Students can soon check their results on ahsec.assam.government.in this year. The overall pass percentage in the science stream stands at 84.96%, while for the commerce stream the pass percentage is 79.57%. For arts it is 70.12%. Sankalp Ajit Saikya of Ramanujan Senior Secondary School, Nagaon, has topped the arts stream with 490 marks. 18 students who have featured in merit lists of science and arts streams are from the same school. Nikhilesh Datta, a non-institutional private candidate, has topped the science stream. He has got 484 marks. Varsha Bothra of KC Das Commerce College and Sukanya Kumar of Malayabari Senior Secondary School has topped in the commerce stream with 472 marks. The owner and 2 staff members of a restaurant bar in Outer Delhi's Mangolpuri were arrested for allegedly assaulting 2 head constables after they found them recording alleged illegal activities on the premises, police said. 4 staff members of the restaurant also suffered injuries after a fight broke out between them and the 2 policemen, who were from the special staff team of the outer district but not in the uniform. The bar employees claimed that the dispute was over non-payment of the bills at the establishment. Deputy Commissioner of Police Harendra Kumar Singh said 1 head constable of the Mangolpuri police station, who was on patrol duty in the area, was reprimanded for failing to act on time to save the constables in the attack. Police said Head Constable Naveen from the special staff received information that liquor was being served and obscene dance was being performed by women at a restaurant bar named Yara Da Adda near Pritampura Club. Naveen, along with his colleague Head Constable Narendra, were sent there to check. Former Indian head coach Ravi Shastri believes Virat Kohli's impressive record against the mighty Australian side is an ominous sign for Pat Cummins and company in the final of the ICC World Test Championship. Often regarded as the best batter in the modern era of the game, run machine Kohli has touched down in London after regaining top form in the IPL. After a run-fest season with Royal Challengers Bangalore in the IPL 2023, the former Indian skipper is all set to spearhead the formidable batting lineup of Rohit Sharma, and in the final of the ICC World Test Championship runner-ups in the inaugural edition of the Showpiece event, India will aim to end its ICC title drought in the upcoming encounter with Australia at the Oval on Wednesday. Sharing his views ahead of the blockbuster clash between the top 2 ranked test sides, former Indian head coach Shastri issued a stern warning to baggy greens in a video uploaded by the ICC on the eve of the World Test Championship final between India and Australia. The ex-Indian all-rounder and celebrated commentator reminded Australia about Kohli's exceptional record against the baggy greens. Now it's time for a short break. We'll be back soon.
Pacific One News, the news web leader, your exposure to the world.
The political situation was all right.
हर कीमत पर भारत की एकता व अखंडता की रक्षा की जाएगी.
Who? What? When? Why? Your curiosity is our priority. Who trumped the political tussle? Who showed their power muscle?
अच्छा नहीं लगा, मैंने उसको रद्द कर दिया.
Scaling new peaks in science and tech.
Stay separated.
Are they keeping the global warming in check? From foreign policies to international disputes, we keep an eye on India's rise to superpower. We bring you news as is. No opinions, no agenda, no masala. Keep calm and access top stories right in your palm. We bring you news that you can
ये
use.
हालात को देखते हुए देश में ये लॉकडाउन 21 दिन का होगा.
Cruising through the alleys, towns and metros. Every moment of importance, from geopolitical moves to hyper-local news. We bring you what's happening in India. New outlook, new thoughts, news with the views. Pacific One News, the news web leader, your exposure to the world.
So we are back again, now moving ahead. It is equivalent to the World Cup as present in the T20 and ODI format. But the only difference stands that the World Test Championship is played over a 2-year cycle with each of the 9 contestants playing an assigned number of home and away games before the top 2 teams are decided, who then contest for the elusive trophy. Until 2019, ICC annually presented a test maze to the side that ended with number 1 rank before the governing body kicked off the WTC tournament, which added more value to the format. New Zealand were the champions of the inaugural cycle, and by the end of this week, Test cricket will have a new champion as India face Australia in the summit clash at the Oval starting June 7. Ahead of the final, here are some of the details pertaining to the contest. Weather is predicted to be mostly sunny between day 1 Wednesday, day 4 Saturday, with the latter day also expected to be a bit cloudy as well. However, there is a forecast for spotty afternoon showers on day 5 Sunday. And hence, the reserve day will come into the play in the WTC final as it was in the 2021 final. 2 years back, the opening day was washed out due to the rain, taking the match into the 6th day. One witness who has, in her testimony to the Delhi police, corroborated a wrestler's allegation of sexual harassment against Wrestling Federation of India chief Brijbhushan Singh is 2010 Commonwealth Games gold medalist Anita. Anita said that the complainant had called her from a tournament abroad to share the incident where Singh had allegedly called her to his room and forcibly hugged her. Anita is among the over 125 potential witnesses across 4 states who are part of the police probe. Anita, who has been a roommate of the complainant at national level camps, told after the championship in which she won gold, she didn't go home but came straight to the camp in Patiala. She had called me from the city where the competition was held and had told me over the phone, "Sister, an incident has happened and I will tell you once I return. Something very wrong is happening here." As Bhavna turns 37 on June 6, we take a look at the 5 times the actor fearlessly swam against the prevailing tides of the mainstream Malayalam film industry. In the realm of aesthetics, it is rare for actors to make a lasting impact on the audience with their first performance. However, Bhavna defied the odds and captured the hearts of Malayalis with her debut film Nammal. Her portrayal of the character Parimalam instantly struck a chord, propelling her into the limelight. The following year, she was flooded with 6 film offers, out of which 4 turned out to be resounding blockbusters. Jayaraj Thilakkam, Siddiqui's Chronic Bachelor, Johnny Antony's CID Musa and Kamal's Swapna Kudu. From that point onward, Bhavna's journey in the Malayalam film industry knew no bounds, with numerous opportunities pouring in from other industries as well. But everything took a dramatic turn in 2017. In February of that year, the actor was kidnapped and subjected to assault while she was on her way home from a film shoot. Malayalam superstar Dileep was accused of being the mastermind behind the heinous crime and was subsequently arrested in July. After a good start at the box office, Sara Ali Khan and Vicky Kaushal's romantic comedy Zara Hatke Zara Bachke has witnessed a slight drop on its first Monday. The film, which opened to mixed reviews from critics, earned around 4.41 crore rupees on Monday, taking its total earnings to 26.73 crore rupees, sharing the latest box office figures. Film trade analyst Taran Adarsh wrote on Twitter, "Zara Hatke Zara Bachke keeps its investors smiling on the crucial day 4. The strong grip on a working day after the weekend indicates the wholehearted acceptance for the film. Zara Hatke Zara Bachke, which was said to have profited from its unique ticket selling strategy of 1+1 free, valid until Sunday, performed decently at the box office on Monday without any sales aid. Directed by Lakshman Utekar, Zara Hatke Zara Bachke, set in a small town in India, revolves around a married couple trying to get a fake divorce. The film marked Vicky Kaushal and Sara Ali Khan's first film together, and fans can't have enough of their cute chemistry. It has been able to hold strong despite competition from the Kerala Story and Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. There was an era in the 90s when the underworld used to rule over Bollywood and have all the big stars under their control. And we have seen this one glimpse in Sanjay Dutt's biopic Sanju, where the actor overcomes his fear by not abiding by their rule. And now one such incident has happened with Aamir Khan too. In the early 90s, Aamir put his life among the danger by refusing to attend an underworld party. In an interview, renowned producer Mahavir Jain was all praise for the Lal Singh Chadda star and said, "In the 90s, the underworld was ruling the film industry. All the film stars had to accept the invitations and visit the Middle East for their parties. But Aamir Bhai put his life at stake. He never agreed to it. He's a man of principles. Aamir took that one risk and overcame it. And today, he's the man of his principles. And that's what people admire the most about him." The producer even added that he is the most misunderstood person. Aamir Khan is one of the finest human beings but is highly misunderstood. He is probably one of the most misunderstood celebrities in our country. Sometimes social media perception and reality can be two different things. Anyone who knows Aamir Bhai personally would say the same thing. That's all for now. Stay tuned for more updates.
Pacific One News, the news web leader. Your exposure to the world.